Welcome to AI for Thought, the podcast where we explore the perspectives of leading AI influencers from around the globe. I'm excited to have all of you today with us, and today we have Siddhant with us, who is the owner of Invincible AI. And recently, he made a video in which he's basically mimicking an Indian scammer through ChatGPT, and it became very viral. So, based on that, we have a topic that we're going to be discussing today. That is how AI-driven voice deepfakes are fueling political scams. So we're going to cover this and you all are going to be enjoying. So all over to you, Siddhant. My first question is that can you just tell us the whole process in which you created that voice deepfake through ChatGPT? What mode you used? Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so OpenAI recently launched their advanced voice mode to all the ChatGPT Plus users. So the main thing that this model does is the voice, when you switch to ChatGPT voice mode, it kind of sounds more realistic compared to the previous version. So I've seen videos of people trying the ChatGPT advanced voice mode in different accents. So I was like, yeah, let's give it a try in Indian accent as well. Because Indian scammers, it's quite a funny thing in the West, to be honest. So I've seen quite a few videos about it on YouTube. For example, Scammer Payback, he makes videos on the same topic. So I was like, yeah, let's give it a try. And I actually gave it a try and it actually turned out really, really good. So I was like, yeah, let's just record it and post it on Twitter. And it went viral, fortunately.
Yeah, I saw that. So when it comes to specifically politics, like you would see that the elections are going around and there's so many deep fakes. So a lot of them are actually funny reels, of
Yeah, yeah,
different
yeah.
American politicians. So do you think that is dangerous or do people just take it as a form of humor?
Well, actually, as of now, creating voice deepfakes using AI is pretty easy as of now. So yeah, it depends on it depends from person to person, obviously. So let's say we people actually, the Gen Z people have knowledge about AI and deepfakes and stuff. But now, if I ask my grandparents about the same, if I show them a video about like a deepfake video made using AI, they'll actually believe it. So it depends on the tech savviness of the person that you're showing the video to. So yeah, I guess the different governments should have regulations on how the content is being posted. So, for example, on X, we do have community notes. So if someone posts a deep fake and doesn't specify that it's a deep fake, so yeah, they get community noted at the like instantly. So I guess more and more platforms should start doing the same thing like X did. So it's beneficial to the public in the end.
So did you ever come across any deepfake which you thought that was real? Either it's, visual or it's in form of voice.
Oh yeah, there's this video of okay, so back then when Elon Musk bought Twitter, so there's this video which has around 2 to 3 million views on YouTube. So there's this Zoom call where Elon Musk is firing all of his employees. So I actually myself thought that this is a real video, but then after digging a little into it, it was actually a deep fake created by someone. It was super, super realistic, and I got fooled too myself.
So, like, how do you differentiate? What do you think? Like, because you have worked with deepfakes firsthand, so how can you actually differentiate from something that's very poorly made? Like, there's a lot of deepfakes online, and you can easily grasp that it's fake. And then there's some deepfakes which you can tell that they might be real, even though they're not. So, what's the difference? That you spot?
Okay, so yeah, it totally depends on the AI model that the person who's creating the deepfake uses. So there's models like Vox model. You can access it on Replicate. So that model, I'll say, it's a mediocre model. Yeah, you can make out that it's AI, but there's some people who actually think that this is a real video. And then there's offline local LLM models that people run. It takes hours to create a particular deepfake video, and yeah, they turn out super realistic. So yeah, it just depends on what AI model the person uses in the end.
Okay. So coming back to politics, do you think that all of this AI and deepfakes that's being used in elections very clearly now, do you think that
Mhm.
will be impacting the public interest as well? Because we have telephonic election campaigns also that are
Yeah.
running in every country. So do you think that that's going to be impacting the public trust? They won't be trusting such campaigns anymore.
Yeah, I actually recently read an article. So for now, the elections are about to happen in the United States. So there's a few people who received a call from a local company, and the person on the call sounded like Joe Biden. So, and he was asking them to not vote for Trump. Like he basically said that if you vote on this day or something like that, your vote would be casted to Trump. So obviously it was an obvious scam. But yeah, there's people, as I previously said, if I go and show a deepfake video to my grandparents, they'll actually believe that it's true. So yeah, now it totally depends who the scammer is trying to target over here. So is it's if it's old people or people who don't have adequate knowledge about AI and how these deepfakes work, they might end up getting into some problem.
So do you think that politicians can prevent these deepfakes? Are there any way that they can, get the trust of the public back?
Mm, I'll say it's pretty hard to get rid of deepfakes because as of now, this technology is accessible to almost anyone on the planet if you dig into it. So there's a few things that companies can do on their end. So let's say OpenAI and Google, for example, they have started putting virtual watermarks, like which aren't visible to the human eye, but yeah, they are digital watermarks. So Google recently has this Synth ID project. So what they actually do is content that's made by Google, be it text, be it video, or be it images, there's actually a digital watermark on it, and you can verify that on Google's deepmind.google/technology slash synth ID. So you can verify it over there. So yeah, I guess more and more companies should do this. And as I previously talked about X introducing community notes, YouTube has started doing the same as well. So I guess more and more social media sites should introduce a feature like this. So it's beneficial for the audience in the end.
So do you think this is also because you're also an AI owner, basically? So do you think this is also a marketing tactic? Because like you mentioned, OpenAI. So OpenAI basically created the problem themselves through a deep fake because you're doing it
Yeah,
through OpenAI. And then they offered the solution themselves as well. So do you think this is purely a marketing tactic if you look at it from there?
it might be because when OpenAI introduced Sora and they released the sample videos, everyone, including me, was shocked, obviously, because those videos seemed super realistic. And then there's Chinese companies like Kling AI who introduce even better options, and it's actually publicly available right now. So it might be a tactic on their end as well. But yeah, there's no way to like completely stop deepfakes out there because there's so many people out there and there's so many AI models. You just can't regulate all of it at once.
Yeah, that's true. So do you think that in the future, politicians will
Mhm.
never have to interact with the public when it comes to election campaigns? They won't have to come out, have a proper conference because now there's AI available. They can just, record their voice for the future, record a complete conference. Do you think that will happen in the future?
I guess it might happen, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
So you
Yeah,
still think that, there should be human interaction with the politicians?
yes, obviously, because okay, for now we can again talking about the U.S. elections. Donald Trump recently posted a Taylor Swift campaign that was generated using AI on his Truth Social app. So yeah, obviously Taylor Swift publicly endorsed Kamala Harris, but yeah, Trump is out there posting images that yeah, Taylor Swift is endorsing me, so yeah, you should vote for me. So yeah, as of now, political leaders themselves have started using AI, but yeah, I guess it's better if they go out themselves and perform the campaigns.
Okay, so you're like following the campaign or the elections very closely. I've seen on your stories also you're posting about these politicians. So how do you see the public going through it? Do they like just take deepfakes as for fun time or something, or do they actually start believing it and they get influenced by deepfakes?
So yeah, obviously, yeah, there's two ways to look at this. So yeah, let's say you're scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels, for example, and there's a pretty funny video out there that's a deep pic of some politician. So yeah, some people obviously, or maybe most people out there, they'll just have a good laugh out of it and just ignore it. But yeah, sometimes, yeah, it may cause issues. For example, creating AI deepfakes related to topics like these can cause a huge shift in how the public reacts to the situation.
Yeah, so that's true. So do you think that people now have to be, more knowledgeable about AI because of, all of this spread? Do they need to know that, should they be able to actually differentiate between a deep fake and what a politician is actually saying? Do you think that?
Absolutely, yes. The government should initiate campaigns from their end as well to like create public awareness about AI and how it can be used in different ways, both positive and negative ways. There's so many ways to use AI in your like daily workflow to make your life easier and do things faster. But yeah, there's negative ways to do things as well because every coin has two sides. So yeah, it's better if the government themselves starts initiating public campaigns to make the people more aware about AI, especially the older generation who who definitely need to know more about how things work as of now. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's true. So, what do you think about the future of AI and politics, in general? What do you think? Like today, we're starting off with deepfakes, but what do you think? What will
Mhm.
happen in the future with AI and during election campaigns? Where do you think this will go?
Mm, what I personally think that deepfakes can be a genuine threat to democracy. So talking about democracy, obviously. So yeah, they have the potential to erode public trust, as I previously talked. So when voters can't distinguish between real and fake audio clips or videos, uh, the basic foundation of democracy just vanishes over there because it might be an opposite political party creating a deep fake of the other party and spreading false information or something like that. So yeah, it's a huge threat. That's what I see.
Yeah. So, do you
It has.
think that it can be used in a positive way? Do you think deepfakes can ever be used in a positive way when it comes specifically to politics?
Yeah, definitely. So there was this video which got viral on X. Some dude made a video with all the politicians in it and different billionaires, Elon Musk as well. So they were like in a grocery store with a gun in their hand, trying to rob people, and it was basically a funny video. But yeah, if a politician uses their own deepfake or someone from their own party and they create a video like that, maybe to spread a good message to the audience, I guess yeah, that's a totally fair use of how of deepfakes in this case. So yeah, there should be different regulations on it, obviously.
Yeah.
For example, like you can't create a deepfake video trying of the opposite party, obviously. So I guess that's something that the government needs to take care of.
So you talked about older people, that there are some people who can actually be influenced by AI. So
Absolutely.
how about the different people from different classes as well? Like we are, having access to internet, we have
Mhm.
access to AI, we know everything about AI. So how
Mhm.
about all of those people maybe who are living in villages and all of that, and they get those telephonic calls through
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
campaigns and all that? Do you think that they are also going to be influenced a lot because obviously they're going to vote as well?
Absolutely, 100%. People who don't have access to internet in 2024 might get easily influenced with deepfakes like these. That's true.
So, like, where to what point do you think they'll get influenced? Will this actually affect the votes, and will this make a huge difference? Or you think that it's not such a big deal?
It might change their choice, like as considering who they are gonna vote. But yeah, it obviously depends from person to person over there. So obviously, if there's reasons to vote for a particular politician, but yeah, if there's a false message about that same politician spreading and they
Yeah.
actually get influenced by it, it obviously is going to change who they're voting for in the end, and that's actually a threat again.
Okay. So towards the end, can you just give us an example of a deep fake with an American politician for our viewers?
Yeah. Mm.
Is he saying something like I cannot hear?
No, no, this one actually doesn't have a support for audience.
Okay. So can you
Um,
just like walk us through
yeah,
the
yeah,
process how you made it?
yeah. So this is a publicly available model on Replicate. Hold on. So yeah, this model is based on a thin plate spline motion model. So here what you do is you actually upload a source image. So let's a source image and a driving video. So the driving video in this case that I've used is a video of Jackie Chan talking like in front of a camera. And after, so let's say here's a video of Jackie Chan that's uploaded already. And then let's say I want to make a deep fake of Donald Trump, for example. And after that, you have to select one of these four models. So for now, I've chosen Vox model because it is trained on celebrities talking in front of a camera. So it can easily recognize their facial expressions and the responses and the output is more accurate. And there's different models like in the TED model, which through which you can make a deepfake of some celebrity doing a TED talk. And then there's a video GIF, and then there's this GIF model where you can create a GIF, a deepfake GIF. So yeah, you click on the Vox model and you generate, and this only costs 0.04 USD, which is like 3.5 Indian rupees, which is dirt cheap to create a deepfake video of around 6 seconds, for example. So there was a video of Jackie Chan, and as you can see, we've used the Vox model over here, and the expressions of Donald Trump over here are extremely accurate, and it kind of looks real. Now, it obviously depends on who the person is, like who are you showing this video to, but yeah. So now there's many models that you can run locally. Hold on. So yeah, this is a model that one can run locally. They've ended support for it, but yeah, it can still model. It takes a lot of time to create a deepfake video, but the video is super realistic.
Okay, so can
a little easy. So now this is the easiest thing one can do. So this is trypiratai.com. There's a list of celebrities over here, and you could just create on some celebrity and and like type a few sentences over here. Now the lip movement and the facial expressions on this aren't accurate, but the voice is definitely very accurate over here. And it is really quick. It costs around $30, and you get a lifetime access to this model.
This is Donald Trump.
So I asked it to say, hi, this is Donald Trump. Now we can try with something else as well. Please don't vote for Biden or Kamala Harris. Ajay.
Hi, this is Donald Trump. Please don't vote for Kamala Harris.
Now it sounds very accurate, but yeah, the
Donald Trump
lip movement and the facial movements aren't that good over here. But yeah, it's a pretty cheap AI, and you can like create these videos for free as of now.
Yeah, so like if we have such deepfakes now, I guess after 2-3 years they're going to be completely perfect. You can never tell.
Obviously, yes,
Yeah.
100%.
So do you think that in that case AI will be a judge or a jury to actually identify that this is a deepfake and this is a not, since we're just moving completely to AI?
Yeah. So as I previously talked about synth ID as well. So I guess there should be government-funded firms which can identify whether a particular piece of information or photo or a video is AI generated. So there can be digital watermarks on these videos, so it would be easy to identify. So it should actually be done. Because considering the development of AI in the past 2 years, we've come a long way, and the development in AI is going on like really fast right now. So it's definitely a threat in the future.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Siddhant. It was wonderful having you. It was a very, very informative session, and we have learned a lot. Thank you so much for tuning into this conversation. This episode is part of a special short series I'm recording. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're enjoying these episodes and want to see more, let me know.